Tonight we basically have a whole night dedicated to the STEM classes at our school, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And we had a whole night where all the kids that are in engineering classes come and talk about what they've been doing the entire year, and they show off the projects they've been doing. My name is Harrison Shipp, and I'm the captain of the Robotics Club, and I'm also the third-year engineering student here at Jacksonville High School. I was doing a presentation for robotics. One of the audience actually said that we were an example of how good public schooling could be compared to private school, and it was so amazing to hear that from a community member that doesn't even know us personally. We're just talking with them, and it's just the best feeling ever.
My name is Lars Scow. I'm from Jackson, Wyoming. I'm in the engineering class, Engineering Design and Development. It's sort of like a senior capstone project where you undertake a problem that you find in your community or school and try and solve it. We identified the recycling problem that we have in the school, specifically the sorting and caps and liquids being left on and in bottles. We found a significant amount more bottles with caps with liquid inside of them than any other kind of bottle. We created a device called the LDD, or the liquid detainment device, which encourages people to take the caps off bottles and also provides an area for the disposal of liquids from the bottles.
Aiden and Lars were really interested in the kind of sorting and the liquid disposal and the more difficult problem, and the one that took a little more creativity to solve. And so they took over that realm of it while I just attacked the basic product that we know we could create, that we know would be successful, and definitely have something to say, this would work, this is appealing, and ultimately it worked out really well.
For us, our goal would be to have a robot that runs a competition. We went to our regional one, which was in Salt Lake City. In Salt Lake City, we got 27th out of 44 teams. We had to play basketball. It was called Rebound Rumble. The robot had to pick up the ball and then shoot it in 3 different heights. Each height was a different point. The higher, the more points. Pretty obvious. There was a bridge, 3 different bridges though, and each bridge was like a giant teeter-totter. Your robot had to be able to push the teeter-totter down and get up on top of it. And then, if you can balance on the bridge, you get like 10 points. If you get 2 robots, which is really tricky, 20 points. I was able to take my passion for engineering, my hobby in robotics, and look out into our community and see that there's companies that do this. Square One, Epsilon, they do exactly what we do with our robot, just more professional.
I work for Alsys Technology. We're a small research and development company in town. We do research and development on next generation laser display technology. I guess what I found in the real world is that it's all about not just the science, but it's understanding how to manage resources, how to manage time, how to put all these different puzzle pieces together to be very effective at accomplishing a goal. And I think what can happen in the current sort of curriculum landscape, this kind of reading, writing, arithmetic, is that you lose a lot of the subtleties of how you actually go about solving a problem in a real world example. It's less about what you perform on paper and more about what you can actually produce.
This whole STEM program, the engineering in the school, the robotics, all that stuff, what it's really taught me, besides working with peers, is that failure is good. Because if you fail at the first time you try something, that means that you learned it didn't work, you learned, and you can move on and try something new. You keep learning how to move on and just dive in and do it.
You just get this feeling when you're talking about it, you know, your face gets all numb and you just can talk on for hours and hours. It's just so much fun.